Hello, welcome to Nattys Crafts. I'm Natalie. I always do all the crafting. And today we're going to do some more Halloweenish type of decor. Something for the front porch and something for inside the house as well, the fireplace. So go ahead, give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. So let's go ahead and go take a look. So we're going to start by updating my planter that's at my front door. So we're just going to get rid of these poor little sad florals that are in there now. They're kind of limpy and wimpy and oh, it's kind of sad. But we're just going to go ahead and put those away. We don't need those anymore. And then I bought 2 of these black Christmas trees from Dollar Tree. I believe they were $1.50. I believe. Not sure because you don't know these days. But we are going to use 2 of them to make them a little bit taller. So I'm going to fluff them out. However, I'm only going to fluff out the front. And I'm going to leave one flat side for the back, which is going to be up, basically leaning against my house. Not actually touching my house, but it's going to face my house. So I'm just going to try to fluff them out a little bit. Pretty basic. You've done this before if you've ever bought one of these Dollar Tree trees, or even a wreath, or many different items that we buy. We have to do this whole little fluffing thing, make them look alive or more alive. Now the black is maybe a little bit dramatic for some people, so maybe you don't want to do black. Maybe you do white because Christmas is now out as well, so you could perhaps do a white Christmas tree and make it into a ghost or something as well. But, me and my black, I love the black, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm just going to stack them on top of each other. So one will be a little bit lower and one will be a couple inches up from the bottom of the first one. But in order for it to stand in my planter, I have to add a piece of wood. I found this dowel rod that I had. It's square. I don't know why I have it, but I have it, so I thought I would use it because it's a great size. So I started to put it together. And then I thought, well, this is stupid because it's like bright yellow wood color. And that's not attractive. Even though it'll be in the back and no one would technically see it, I know it's there. So after I figured that out, can you see? I don't know if you can tell, but I painted the top part of the wood piece so that it blends in with the tree and you can't see it. So you can't even see it anymore. You see the wood is now black. So I painted the wood piece so that, again, you can't see it. And then once I've got one of the trees attached to the stick I used two pipe cleaners or chenille stems. And then I'm going to attach the other tree toward the top. How tall you want it is totally up to you and how you want it done. Now for this top one, how many stems did I use? I think I used 3 chenille stems or pipe cleaners to make sure it was solid and not like tipping or anything like that. And then once I've got them together, then I have to go through and fluff them all over again because it took me a while to get them together to stay attached and to get them facing the same direction. And you see how it was a little tippy at the top there, so I did end up putting another pipe cleaner up toward the top there. And then I have to figure out how it's going to fit into my pot. I decided to use this pool noodle, or part of a pool noodle, to help keep it steady because I have a bunch of bags and rocks and stuff at the bottom of this planter. This is the same planter I use over and over again. So I've already got that in the bottom. So now I just need to make it so it's secure so that there's no space for it to move at all. And I want it toward the back of the planter. So I put it toward the back and then secured it with the pool noodle. And then we're just going to decorate. I have these orange lights from Dollar Tree. I believe all of the decorations I used, except for the ghosts, were from Dollar Tree. And then I found these cute little bows. They had them in, I think it was just black and purple. They maybe had orange. I don't remember. But I chose the purple because I thought that was pretty. And I'm making, there's a little twist tie on the back of the bows. So I'm just making them into a loop and securing the loop. And then I'm going to hang the loop onto the tree, like you would a Christmas tree ornament, basically. And, you know, my tree looks a little wonky right now, but trust me, you just have to work with it and make it fit the way you want it to fit. You got to go with me on this, I promise. And excuse my outfit. I was literally lounging around and thought, oh, I better do my craft or I'm going to run out of time. So this was me lounging around the house. All my diabetic supplies, my insulin pump, my glucometer is all just out there. So I apologize. Y'all can ignore that though. You're not there to see me. Just look at the tree. Focus on the tree. And then I've got these cute little ghosts. These actually my boyfriend made. They are glow-in-the-dark ghosts, and I just made some clips to clip them onto the tree. And I thought they were so cute. And they do actually glow in the dark, like they were super bright. I'm going to try to add a photo of what they look like. I hope I didn't delete the photo, but I'm going to try and add a photo of what they look like when they're lit up. And then I'm going to cover the bottom of the tree so that you can't see the pool noodles or anything else beyond that. So I'm just going to use these black garbage or grocery bags, and then I'm going to put this orange Halloweenish or fall fabric from Dollar Tree on top of that. So that's what you actually see when you look at the tree. And look at how cute. I think it's adorable. I'm not much of a Halloween decorator, but I thought that was adorable. And then I did add more spiders and other things to my door hanger as well that I had completed, what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. But I really liked it. Super easy, super fun. And then we're going to make a little pumpkin. So this is one of the tails from those little wooden snakes from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use that as the stem of the pumpkin. And then the orange pool noodle, of course. You could make this in black. You could make it in white or any other color you want to make your pumpkin. It doesn't matter. And I only got one pool noodle. I should have gotten more so I could have made my pumpkin larger. It would be definitely easier if you make it larger. Definitely. So we're just going to cut the pool noodle to the size of circle that you want it to be. And then this is the hard part, is making it stay round. So I took some heavy duty wire. I needed heavier duty. I think this was maybe 18 gauge. I probably needed like 16 gauge. Something a little heavier would have helped more. So I'm just going to push the wire through the pool noodle and it'll come out the other side there, and then you're just going to connect the wire to itself. This was not an easy task, so keep that in mind. I cut off the extra wire that was kind of hanging out over there. And then this took me a while to figure out how I was going to make this work. I decided to poke a hole through the pool noodle on each end and pull the wire through the end of the pool noodle. So see, I'm just poking a hole through to make it sit still, basically, to make it secure. Just poke a hole through and then pull it through so that it's holding on to the pool noodle. Now, you have to make it bigger than I did there because it did end up pulling through. But I do recommend doing that to try to keep them secure there. And then you have to tie a little knot or something to make the wire stay together as tight as possible. And that wasn't working. So I thought, well, get my glue out. So I did super glue and hot glue. You don't want to mix the two, of course. And don't be too hot with your hot glue because it'll melt the foam. Regardless of what I did, it did not work. It did not work. The glues did not work. So then had to get the good old trusty tape out, the white clear packing tape, also from Dollar Tree. And I just wrapped it with tape. I don't know. Was that a good idea? I don't know. I mean, it worked. It stayed. Now, if you're one of those crafters that everything has to look like it's from the store, this is not for you. This is not for you. But if you're like me and that's going to be hidden in the back and no one's going to see it, have at it. It's fine. No one will see it. It's fine. It's clear tape. It's fine. And if you come up with a better way, you can show your friends this video and say, look how much better mine is than this lady, right? And that's kind of fun too. And then we're going to do the same thing for another layer. So that's going to be basically a 3-level pumpkin that we're making. The top layer, I did not use the wire trick because it will stay in that little one without having to do any wire or anything. And then I am going to hot glue the 2 levels together with the tape, of course, in the back. And then we're going to make our little stem. There's a word for it, and I don't know what it is without Googling it, so I'm going to skip that right now. Perhaps I'll write it on the screen. But I'm going to wrap this snake tail in twine. And I'm just going to glue the twine because I want the whole thing to be wrapped, not just around the sides, but also the top and the bottom. So I'm going to start by wrapping it top to bottom a couple times. Add some glue so it stays. And then once that is secure on the top and the bottom, then I'm going to glue it and I'm going to come around to the side and wrap it around the long way, or the, well, I guess it would be the short way, huh? I'm just going to wrap the rope or the twine around the whole stem. It's not a stem, I know that, but I can't think of the word. So see, I'm just going to wrap it all the way around. Now, if you like the look of the wood, you don't have to do any of this. But I wanted it to not look like wood. So that's why I was doing this whole rope trick or twine trick. And I'm not a twine person either. But I like the twine better than I like the wood. So, you know, do what you do. Do what's best for you. And you wouldn't even technically have to use a wood piece. You could just use the wired twine as well, like I've done in the past on other pumpkins. And then at the end, you're just going to glue it a whole bunch at the end because you don't want it to fall apart. And then cut it as close as you can. And then we're just going to stick the stem into the small piece and then stick the small piece into the larger piece, and that's it. I put a little extra glue just to make sure everything holds still. And it's cute. I put one of the Dollar Tree candles you may have seen in my haul the other week. I put one of those in there, and it kind of shimmers a little bit, which looks kind of cool. And I don't know, I thought it was cool. I like it. I thank you so much for stopping by Nattys Crafts today. I sure hope that you could go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. And remember to always appreciate today, as tomorrow is never promised. Thanks, y'all. Y'all have a great one.